wake up, everybody. It's your girl, Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to do a little bit of a combo video here. We're going to be doing a match reaction for the Man United versus Wrexham game where we had literally all of our youngsters, academy players playing that game. And we had like Johnny Evans, who was the senior player, maybe even Hannibal, maybe with a bit more ahead of the other guys. But regardless, even though we lost, we will talk about that. And of course, the latter portion of this video, we'll talk about the upcoming another preseason friendly game within the US, which is going to be Real Madrid versus Man United again, which we might potentially see Andre Onana with an appearance. But let's talk about the game. Before we do, though, make sure you give this video here a big thumbs up. And of course, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Alright, we are legit, like we've been growing pretty rapidly the past few weeks. So we're 50 subscribers away, at least from where when I'm filming this video. We're 50 subscribers away from 2K. So help us get out. Tell a friend to tell another friend. And also, like I said, like the video. Feel free to join the FCT membership. Link is in the description box. So let go. And also comment down below your thoughts about the video and whatnot and what you would like to see in the future. But yeah, let's dive in. So, I unfortunately was not able to watch this game. It was literally very late in the middle of the night, and I was thinking, since the Real Madrid game is going to be obviously a day after tomorrow, and that is in a time where it's a bit more feasible for me to be able to watch. Also, we see more of the heavy hitters. That's why I wanted to be like, let me focus on watching that. But I did watch the extended highlights and whatnot. Then, you know, um, obviously we lost 3-1. Some of the talking points is early injury to a Wrexham player. I believe it was a collision between Nathan Bishop, who is the goalkeeper here, and the Wrexham striker did rupture his one of his lungs, unfortunately. But hopefully he gets. It was basically Paul Mullen, that's his name. Hopefully, he gets better and whatnot. I do feel like some of the comments from the Wrexham manager was a little bit uncalled for, like this was no malice or malicious intent from Nathan Bishop, the young goalkeeper. He has definitely later on apologized for the incident and whatnot. So um, it was an unfortunate incident, but we wish the best for Paul Mullen. Another talking point is the fact that we did after I believe the sec the Wrexham scored you know their two first goals and we scored our goal. We did ended up getting a man sent out, which I'm thinking like, okay, looking at that particular tackle, which was from Dan Gore, who is the captain for the game, guy with the Man United flag. Um, I don't think that was warranted a red card. I do feel like with some of these preseason games, I don't know what it is, but these referees be having a little bit of a main character syndrome. Like, yo, okay, these big teams are coming over here. Like, oh, Man United's here. Let's try to, make this about me. Like, red card? Really? Didn't the challenge was, when you looking at it right there and then, it was looking a little bad, but then when they replayed it didn't really look as bad. Regardless, though, this is a good learning experience for the lads. Yes, we did lose 3-1. And I know that rival fans want to laugh and be like, oh my God, you lost to Wrexham. We played the kids. This was not the Mandem. This was not the OGs, the heavy hitters. Look at them. These are babies with Johnny Evans could be a lot of these kids' father. Okay, he's the only grown up here and he hasn't played for Man United in a while. So that's are we gonna keep it real? Or are we not gonna keep it real? Because I'm gonna keep it real. So from what I saw, Hannibal definitely stood out a bit more. I don't necessarily know whether or not we'll be sending him out on loan or he'll try to be more integrated into the team. I because I'm trying to figure out, is there necessarily a full space for him right now? I don't know. I wouldn't mind sending him on another loan, but then again, maybe you should be like, cash in. We can't expect that every academy product is going to make it here at Man United. Some gets, appearances here and there. Like for instance, Elanga, just got sold to Nottingham Forest. He got, he had a good few games here and there, especially on the Ragnick last season. Even though we had a horrible time last season, whatnot. But he definitely was one of them, those shining lights at that time, and whatnot. So we've sent him out, sold him. Charlie Savage, Zidane Iqbal. There's a bunch of other players, and I feel like we probably might see more players going out. And I think Ten Hag was at the game. He wasn't the coach. He wasn't the one that was basically, overseeing the game and whatnot or managing it, but he was on the bench looking and whatnot, which I think is a good thing. So it's more so about what we need to do is to progress forward and really focusing on developing the academy, which I do think that, I mean, Tanaka's been very vocal about him wanting to have a foot in and also overseeing that and looking for that to develop as well, which I think is great because we do have some young great talents over here, like especially Alvaro Fernandez, who's on the number 3 on the left here, right alongside Nathan Bishop, the goalkeeper. He has, definitely a shout for the left back position as a backup here and there, especially now that Malacia is injured and whatnot. So yeah, and of course, top at the top at the bottom here we see Isak Hansen Orun, who's Norwegian. The one on the right, bottom right, with a lot of the tattoos and whatnot. I definitely have been intrigued by. When I went to the first preseason game here, also versus Leeds, he came in the second half, like he got an assist and he's had, a couple of hats here and there from the other games, but he intrigues me. And I don't know, maybe we'll see more of him potentially. You never know. But there are overall some players that you would maybe assume probably will be at some point be having to move down because you would hope that you get maybe two, three potentially breaking through. Maybe, but you can't expect everybody to break through and whatnot. But you would at least would want to some of them to add some type of value, whether or not you cash in and get some good cash and whatnot. But yeah, I hope that we can keep working whatnot. But overall, not to make this match reaction too long, this was a good experience for them. They put up a great fight and whatnot, and I'm proud of the kids. So, you know, something that they can look at and remember that, we were playing against men, even though they're at the lower division and whatnot, wherever, regardless, we're kids, they are men, and this was a good experience for us, and that's that. So, yeah, let's move on, of course, to the match preview for Real Madrid versus Man United. So when it comes to this game, I mean, obviously we have some team news. It looks to be, we've had obviously Tom Heaton been playing in goal and whatnot, but I am expecting to see Andre Onana get his debut. Whether or not he gets, a half or he gets the whole 90 minutes. For me, I just want to able to see him in this game, and that would be very dope. And of course, you see, Jude Bellingham here for Real Madrid and whatnot. But when it comes to Man United's other team news and whatnot, you have obviously Anthony Martial still working on getting back to fitness and whatnot. Um, but I wouldn't see him necessarily being available for this game. But he's working. We're trying to get back regardless. And of course, Ahmed Diallo, who did go out with an injury in the last game against Arsenal in the second half. Although we've heard later that the injury wasn't really that serious, there's very much unlikely that we will see him for the upcoming game. Um, and Facundo Pleshri came in, so maybe we'll see him potentially. Donny van de Beek, we didn't see him at all in the Arsenal game. Probably be on the bench. Maybe he'll get a cameo here and there, but we'll see. Fred was not on the flight out to the US due to personal reasons issue. most likely there's been lots of reports saying that Fred will be leaving. We're trying to maybe cash in on like 20 million or so. Definitely way less than what we initially paid for him, 50 million. But hey, this is how Man United do. Bad business over the years, but we move. Regardless, he probably will be leaving so that that money can be used to fund the Sufyan Amrabat signing as a backup for Casemiro and somewhat also be in maybe in a midfield pivot here and there. Anthony Alanga, like I said, he did travel back to London to complete the move to Nottingham Forest. So yeah, he's not a Man United player anymore. But best of luck to Anthony Alanga and whatnot. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta focus on your career and whatnot. Like sitting on the bench, especially as a youngster, that won't necessarily always be beneficial. Go ahead, aspire to do bigger and greater things. You've been here, you got cameos here and there. You won a trophy with us, brother. Come on. Not everybody can be able to say that I played for Man United, like one of the biggest clubs in the world. You know, you take that with pride. When it comes to Real Madrid's team news, however, um, they did come from behind to beat AC Milan 3-2 in Pasadena on Sunday in their only tour match so far. So I believe this is going to be their second match. Valverde, I believe, scored 2 goals, and Vini Junior scored the other. International Jude Bellingham impressed for his new club, is what is being said here. And then, of course, they signed, the hot prospect Turkish player Arda Güler. Uh, I'm not sure. It looks to be, which may mean he might not be fit enough to feature against us tomorrow. So don't expect us to see him. Former Newcastle and Stoke City striker Jose Lu could lead the line following departure of legendary marksman Karim Benzema. And you know what I just clocked as well? This will be the first game where Varane and Casemiro will be playing against their former team, Real Madrid. That would be quite exciting. So we'll definitely see the heavy hitters be playing, like the Brunos, the Mount. I'm wondering, like, I'm trying to also figure out, will maybe because we still don't have really like a striker, but will it then be maybe a Jadon Sancho as a false nine again, as we have seen him in all of the other preseason games, potentially? I think Rashford is way better on the left. He definitely has been vocal about him feeling comfortable on the left, and he looks so much better on the left as well. So much direct, explosive, rather than being as a center forward, in my opinion, and whatnot. But hey, it'll be interesting for sure. And hopefully, Kobe Maino gets some minutes. He bossed around in, you know, against Arsenal in the 2-0 win and whatnot. So, hey, you never know. But I'm excited. I won't, unfortunately, be able to do a watch along. It'll be way too late. But I will be trying, to watch the game, of course, and film a short little match reaction for you guys and whatnot. But yeah, I think that will be it for this little short but sweet video for, of course, the Man United versus Wrexham match reaction, and of course the match preview for Real Madrid versus Man United. But yeah, I want to hear your thoughts separately, comments here about, of course, the match reaction and whatnot, but also the upcoming game. Like, how do you think we will set up and whatnot? And quickly before I leave, I'm gonna say my prediction for the Real Madrid Man United game will probably be. Ooh, I'm gonna back my team. I'm gonna say 2-1. I'm gonna say 2-1, but then again, I feel like it could be a high scoring, could be a high scoring game. You know what? 3-2 Man United. Boom. 3-2 Man United. Just why not? Why not? I'm just excited to see Onana in goal. Like, woo! It'll be great. But yeah, people, make sure you like this video, subscribe as well if you haven't already, and yeah, if you don't want to miss out, make sure you also have on the notification bell button, because to those of you who are interested in the women's football, I've been doing quite a lot of content for that. I'm just about to film another video, an update on Caroline Graham Hansen's interview and whatnot, which has kind of divided Norway a little bit here. But yeah, feel free also to join the SFT membership, and I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Peace out. Sophie